Hey YouTube, welcome back to Vintage on Vintage. So I've got the SGC cap on again because I asked you guys to pick the cards that I'm going to submit on my next submission, and I had 12 of you brave enough souls to step up to do it, and it was actually a ton of fun because, when I got the cards, I made my guesses on how I thought your votes would be, and some of them really surprised me, some of them were spot on. But I appreciate everybody taking the time to do it. So I'm gonna flip this camera. I'm gonna show you the cards you voted for my next submission. Hang tight. Okay, so the first category was basketball. Just let's remind everybody what the cards were. We have this skybox of Michael Jordan. We have this Rick Barry, 1972 Barry. Also the 72 Julius Erving, which is his rookie year. The 86 Kareem and the 70-71 Jerry West All-Star card. And, it was a pretty close vote across the board. Everybody except for the Jordan got a vote, but it really boiled down to these three cards. It boiled down to the Kareem, the Barry, and the Erving, and ultimately this was the card that won. So Julius Erving, 1972 All-Star card is the first card that we are going to submit to SGC. Next up was football. We had this beautiful Gifford, followed by this second-year Sayers, the Brian Piccolo rookie card, the Broadway Joe, and the Johnny Unitas. Football was pretty close across the board. It really boiled down to these three cards right here were the ones that were in the final running. It was the Unitas, the Piccolo, and the Sayers. I thought the Sayers was going to win, but at the end of the day, the Brian Piccolo came on strong at the end. So this Brian Piccolo rookie card is going to go in. The 1950s, you had both the 58 All-Stars of Musial and Matthews. You had the 54 Dick Groat. You had the Gil Hodges from 56. And then you had the Ken Boyer. And ultimately, the Hodges made a push towards the end, but Ken Boyer's rookie card was the clear-cut winner of the 50s, outpacing everybody else. So Mr. Boyer is going to go in from the 50s. Next up is the 1960s, and this was the tightest one of them all. So let's remind everybody what we had. We had the Ferguson Jenkins rookie card, the 62 Willie Mays, the 65 McCovey, the 68 Gibson, and the 60 Killebrew. And what happened was, believe it or not, these three cards, the 62 Mays, the 68 Gibson, and the 60 Killebrew, all tied, 4 votes each. So I didn't have a tiebreaker in place. So for me, the only thing I can think about doing is turn them all in. I was looking for an excuse to get a couple bonus cards in there. You guys gave me a tie, so we are going to turn all 3 of those in. 1970s were up next. You had the bench, the beautiful 71 bench, the 72 Yastrzemski, the 76 Morgan, the 74 Nolan Ryan, and the 76 Hostess Cut Henry Aaron. So this one wasn't very close. This guy right here, this 72 Yastrzemski, pretty much ran away with the majority of the votes. So that beautiful Yaz is the card that's going to go in from the 70s. Okay, 80s and 90s are next. Here's the cards. The 81 Henderson, the 86 Topps Traded Bonds, the 87 Maddox, the 91 Jordan, and the Bo Jackson, the 1990 score Bo Jackson. And this one started out, Mr. Henderson started out with a pretty good lead, but at the end of the day, this is the guy who came on gangbusters, just like he used to in his playing days, was Bo Jackson. So this card, which is a really cool card, is going to be the one that goes in for the 80s and 90s. It's going to be Mr. Bo Jackson. All right, league leaders are up next. First card was the Mantle, Killebrew, and Boog Powell. Second card was the Aaron Clemente and Dick Allen. Third card, 4 Hall of Famers, Koufax, Marichal, Gibson, and Perry. Fourth card was this beautiful Clemente, Gonzalez, and Alou. And then the fifth card was the Pete Rose, the Clemente, and the Cleon Jones. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I was betting one of these two cards were going to run away with it. Any card that had Mickey Mantle, I figured would get there. But if it was going to lose, it was going to lose to a card that had Aaron and Clemente on it. But your vote was actually for this cool card. 4 Hall of Fame pitchers, Koufax, Marichal, Perry, and Gibson. I'm excited about that. I love this card. I'm excited to actually get this one turned in. So that one was a surprise to me, but one I'm very happy to turn in. And then the last grouping of cards for me were my childhood cards. And the first one was this Dave Parker rookie card, followed by the Winfield rookie card. Then there was the 74 Reggie Jackson, followed by this 1970 Joe Namath, and then the last one was the 1972 Mean Joe Green, second year Joe Green. So I felt, my gut feel was that this card was going to run away with it just because there's so many Pittsburgh fans out there in this community. But it really boiled down to these two cards. These were the two that were the closest. The 1970 with Joe Namath and the 1974 Winfield rookie card. And just barely edging out Broadway Joe was Dave Winfield in this 1974 card. So here are the cards we are going to send in to SGC. There's going to be 10 now instead of 8 because of the tie, which is great. The first one is, once again, is this Julius Erving All-Star card, 72 from his rookie year. The football card that's going, that's going to go in is this beautiful Brian Piccolo rookie card. The next card that will go in from the 1950s is this Ken Boyer rookie card. The 1960s, we're going to send 3 cards in, right? We're going to send in this 62 Mays, this 68 Gibson, and this 1960 Killebrew. I'm excited about all 3 of those going in. 1972, the 70s, we're sending in this beautiful 72 Yastrzemski. The 80s, it's the Bo. Bo knows, right? This is a beautiful card. League leaders, the 4 Hall of Fame pitchers is going in. And then finally, it is the Dave Winfield rookie card. So there you have it. I had a blast doing this. I appreciate everybody that took the time to vote. I hope you guys had fun. I'm thinking I want to do this again. It may not be every time I do a submission, but I do believe next year I'll probably ask you guys to help me out at least 1 or 2 times during the course of the year, if not more. If there's a way you think we could do this better, or it might be more fun, I'm really open, so drop it in the suggestions. But once again, I appreciate all the help. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch. I'm gonna try to get this submission in this next week. I've got a busy week right before the holidays, so I'm hoping I can get this to the post office and out. The next video you should see from me will be the preview and reveal video. Until then, thanks again for watching. Stay safe, keep collecting, and we will talk to you soon.